Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video here on Ethereum. We had to make an update. Of course, Ethereum has been incredibly strong over the course of yesterday as well, against my expectations. I mean, I would lie if I told you that I expected this strength. I mean, yesterday the price was right here around, well, just below 2,000. And I did say, well, I think it's likely that, we'll fill some of those imbalances to the downside, which in hindsight looks incredibly stupid, and that then we can rally into 2100, excuse me. And then that's the main level we'd need to break above if we really want to get bullish. And it seems like we're breaking out of that, all right? If you go to the 3-day time frame right here, we're at that, we're filling some more of that imbalance right here around 2500, 2300. But we look incredibly strong. There was a POC here at 2250, which is also a minor psychological resistance level. There's been almost no reaction from Ethereum to that, and I would be surprised if Ethereum is now not able to hold the reclaim right here between 2000, between 2000 and 2100, right? Because that's still on the higher time frames. I'll highlight it a little bit better here. On the higher time frames, this is the most important level right here between 2100 and 2000. And what you want to see, if we actually are going to get a more bullish Ethereum, excuse me, in May at least, but May, June, let's keep it at that, is that we break out above that with strength. All right, so then the question is well, was this strength? And I would say yes. All right, the last two times we had volume like this was, first of all, when we hit the bottom right here at 1400, and second of all, when we spiked down right here the 3rd of February, which was obviously that pretty major market crash we had. I think after the tariffs announcement, or at least some sort of a trade war escalation. So therefore, this is incredibly bullish. Now, one of the main things that you should know is that we are at resistance. Now, Ethereum, even this morning, still had incredible strength. However, one of the things you can see, especially if you zoom in here, no, that's not true, actually. Wow, the volume was highest here in the last 1 hour time frame candle. RSI is very high, so at some point of time, relatively soon, from here until 2500, I do expect some sort of resistance. And we have a lot of imbalances right here towards 2150 and 2000, and we're going into the end of the week. We're going into the start of the weekend, so we might see some de-risking. But I would, purely, this is a pretty big shift from what I said earlier this week. But purely from what we have seen in the last 24 hours, or last 48 hours, I should say, I think we have to assume that Ethereum is going to be bullish. Best case scenario, we still get a pullback into this level around 2100 and 2000. I don't think we're going to fill that entire imbalance. I do think we're going to get a bit of a shakeout relatively soon. So be aware of that, right? Don't FOMO in. I mean, you should still stick to the to your own strategy and the technicals. So yeah, I do expect a pullback soon from here into that level right here at 2500, which, as you can see historically, it's also a respected key level. The last time we hit that was the 2nd of March when we had that crypto reserve announcement. So I do expect some sort of a spike up and a pullback, but the main thing technically we need to hold is the level between 2150 and 2000, and I do think it's most likely that we're going to be able to hold that, find support, and for now, as long as the fundamentals remain relatively stable in the general financial markets, I would say continuation up higher is also most likely. But we'll get to that later. I'll also try to incorporate some more news regarding the recent Ethereum upgrades and potential Ethereum staking for the Ethereum ETF in my next videos. But for now, I'd say this is what you need to know. So take care. I'll see you on my next videos. Like I already said, have a great weekend in advance, and bye.